In the heart of our great nation, where the strength of our communities is built upon the foundation of strong and loving families, an urgent crisis is unfolding. Child Protective Services, CPS, an institution designed to safeguard our most vulnerable, has in many cases betrayed its noble mission. Too often, families are torn apart not by neglect or abuse, but by systemic failures and corruption. We can no longer stand idly by as these injustices continue. We are here to give a voice to those who have been isolated, to shine a light on the corruption, and to rally our fellow citizens in this critical fight for justice. Every day, countless families are caught in a web of bureaucracy and abuse of power, their lives disrupted and their bonds shattered. Children, who should be nurtured and protected, are instead placed in situations that can be just as, if not more, harmful than the circumstances from which they were taken. Parents, often bewildered and powerless, face insurmountable odds as they fight to reunite with their children. This is not the America we believe in. We cannot allow these injustices to persist. Our mission is to educate, to inform, and to inspire action. We promise to bring you daily updates on CPS, exposing the truth and fighting for reform. We must remember that the future of our nation depends on the strength and unity of our families. By standing together, we can hold CPS accountable and ensure that it fulfills its true purpose, protecting children and preserving families. This is a fight we must not and will not lose. We are committed to saving our families and securing a brighter future for all. The road ahead is challenging, but with your support, we can make a difference. Together, we will bring hope to those who have lost it and ensure that justice prevails. Let us unite with unwavering resolve and a sense of patriotic duty to safeguard the integrity of our families and the future of our nation. The children in our country are being made to be the victim of a situation they are not involved, and then sent to a foster home where they again are reintroduced to trauma of being the odd ball. Our courts are contaminated with young, inexperienced caseworkers and polluted with bribes, high-priced bonuses for speedy adoption of terminated parents, and judges who don't practice law with the Constitution in their sights. This is a problem. George Washington never thought of children as pawn in the game of freedom and American values, and never had he wanted to sell them. They were from his maker, his creator. Our children are being run down for no other reason than the profits being made in some way. Somehow these government agencies make money hand over fist day in and day out. They have you go to classes that they are billing for, and there is no viable reason for you to attend. Yet when you hear an update, CPS tells you that you're further away from when you started. Reunification is your goal, not theirs. And after you go through 12+ months of grueling, painstaking classes and meetings, all while getting the slimmest amount of time to visit your child, and even worst, you are always supervised, never alone again with your child. It's awful. How do they feel, do you think?
Where's the outrage? Why is nobody standing up for these families being torn apart by CPS?
Please don't tell me you're going to put all your bets on this superhero. You grown-ups are supposed to be coming to his rescue. Stop ignoring this problem. There is nothing more I can say to any of you. Please fight CPS and help those who have lost so much they can help themselves.
All right. Good evening, everybody. This is Vinny, and I am fighting for freedom. So I just wanted to throw my new logo up so you guys could see it. That's going to be my new background coming here soon, along with my new name. And it's going to be what you see in there, fighting for freedom. So I'll be out there in a minute. Hold on, I'm trying to fix my name. I am here with you guys. Let me get that away, but I just wanted to show you that to you guys real quick. If I can get my thing to show up here, that'd be great. Doesn't want to work tonight for me, guys, so bear with me. I'm right here. It's got me hidden again. There we go. There I am. I am here with you guys. Good evening, guys. How are you all doing? Welcome to my show. If you guys can please like and subscribe and leave me comments inside there to the right, that'd be great. I do like to try to answer everybody as quick as possible. So just keep that in mind. Good evening, Mr. Mustafa. How are you, sir? How's your battle going? I'm gonna go throw that up on my other thing here. Still fighting? Good, good. Glad to hear that you are still fighting. So am I, my friend, so am I. I'm still fighting myself. I have not given up. and I don't plan on giving in. That is for certain. That's actually a great song for me. I'm storming the gates of hell. So I wanted to go over a couple things with you guys tonight um, that I found to be kind of outlandish, and I'm going to call this guardian ad litem out here on this podcast, Miss Libby McCullen. And all the reports that she has put in to the judge out of the Augusta courthouse, she has lied on every single report. She has, in fact, fraudulently put information down on a court document. And all of a sudden, since 2022, her payroll records have disappeared off the payroll government website. There has not been any since 2022, which leads me to think this lady has something to hide. More so than just being an assistant attorney general on my case. How is there two assistant attorney generals on one case? Something is not adding up here, people. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I plan on showing the people their face. You're right, Mustafa. And I plan on taking a lot of these people down for the corruption, um, for the fraud, for the false allegations, for the abuse of power, for medical neglect on my children, for defamation of character, and public scrutiny on a citizen. I have had a clean record for more than 25 years, other than like maybe a traffic stop thing because I didn't have my license. Or I was speeding because I had to get my ATV somewhere because I blew a tire and I got a ticket for it because I was going uphill faster than I should have been. But other than that, my record's been clean. And they want to bring in my juvenile information into court that has been sealed records, and try to use that after 25 years. Maine has a law, a 10-year law. After 10 years, you cannot use any information of a juvenile record. None. Zip. Nada. They are using that as grounds for their case, which I find very, very funny that the CPS workers and the Guardian ad litem are all putting it in their goddamn reports, but it's nowhere else. Why is that? Because they are frauding the state of Maine along with our governor to make a profit by trafficking our children. for incentives. This is proven information, people. You can look it up. They are backed by 100% incentives. They get an incentive for getting the child, they get an incentive for fostering that child, and then they get an incentive for placing that child. And then they get the bigger incentive when they adopt your child out. Absolutely. I am all about looking into stuff. I have done my research. I have done my math. Um, I play dumb to these people. They think that I'm really, really stupid when I'm actually really, really smart. And I may be not so great at doing motions, but I'm learning. Um, Obviously, I've had help from Darren. He's helped me a lot. Um, I've had help from Kim. I have the aspect of the police part from Herbert. Um, and then I have the constitutional rights things from Tiffany. And then I have a lot of other stuff from Spanny. So like then I got the knowledge of foster care stuff from Danielle, and many others that have been on the show. And I remember all of what's talked about. Um, so I kind of piece and put it together on my own kind of timeline. And you got to do that, people. You really do. You got to get yourself one of these bad boys. Okay, that's mine right there. CPS case, criminal case, all in a big folder, all separated out, tagged, everything. You got to do it. You got to start keeping track of getting all your information. Um, Matter of fact, Monday I'm putting in my letter to request my criminal records in full, everything on file, all documentation, every single one. And I'm doing that with my CPS case too. I've requested the attorney to either sit down with me or send me PDF files of my entire file. I want ownership of my file, and I have every right to own it. And you can do this. If you have a court-appointed attorney and you can't afford your document fee, you can file a waiver with the court stating you don't have the resources to pay for that information, and they have to give it to you. Or you can just simply call the court and they have to do it. They have to give it to you whether you go in person or whether you request it from the court. They have to give you your information. They cannot deny you of your information. Cannot. And, and it's funny, Mustafa. They do when they do removal or they do like a preliminary protection order. It's supposed to be served by a cop to the parents, as well as served if you're at court. It's supposed to be served by an officer of the court. That means the clerk or the judge, an officer of the court, or the bailiff in that instance. They're the ones that are supposed to be serving the PPOs, the TPRs. They're supposed to be serving them, not these caseworkers. So if they serve you these papers, they're in violation of statute law. They violated their own laws in the courtroom. Think about that. That probably sits with you and blows your mind. Hi, Miss Brenda. How are you, honey? How's the fight going? Are you making headway a little bit? I hope. Mind me, guys. I'm gonna have a cigarette. um, but yeah, there is information out there that you can find. You can find case law. Um, I use a lot of Wex law. I like to look through there. I like to look up my Constitution, which I have on my phone. Um, I go back to like older case law too, and I look through and I see what's actually said in older case laws. So it's like you got to mix and find that case law that just kind of stands out to you, um, and says, well, it's got definitely has to be a little bit newer. It can't be like super old. But if you can find the same lingo that one uses to now, then that will benefit you. Um, I have been looking over certain case laws, and putting them down into my phone. Um, and you got to learn what you're reading. Um, go back through your entire file, grab a highlighter. Anything that you see at a place or not right, that includes dates, times, um, everything. Highlight that area. And then, as Tiffany and Darren both said, you file what is called an affidavit of truth, rebutting what is said. Okay. They told me that today. And you rebut anything in that report that is not true. And you specify what is true. Yeah, Westlaw is good. Definitely is, Brenda. Yeah, I use it a lot. Westlaw and another one that I have. But Darren was going to come on with me, and I told him, I said, Darren, you need to go take a hot shower, go spend time with your wife, and lay down. That's what I told him. I said, it's your relaxed night. You have no show tonight. It's time that Darren take a little bit of a break for himself. Does a lot of shows and he helps do a lot of different things. And he's always making graphics and doing everything. Um, I just wish I could get the dinosaur up and running so I could help him. I mean, I started making a few things on my own, but it's nothing like Darren can do. He's got the whole shebang where he can do everything at once, which is a dinosaur. Not many people really. I see 5 people up here. I don't know if it's because of the way that the chat is. I mean, I'm pretty sure that I could switch it if it helps, guys. Uh, oh, I can't do it while I'm live. Shit. Okay. Um, maybe I'm gonna start doing it from my phone sometimes too, depending on what I got going on. Because as you guys know, we're slowly approaching springtime here. So for me, I got to get my keister in a move and start working on getting stuff together for the gardens outside and all that stuff. But I am gonna go shortly after. Um, I usually do a whole hour, but I'm gonna go to like 8:15 tonight. Because I do want to relax, get some paperwork done, look up some things that I need to look up that Tiffy gave me for information, um, and start on my affidavit of truth. I think I'm gonna start working on that. We did it. Plus, I had the show at 2 o'clock too. So it is. It is. Gardening is very good therapy, and I can't wait to get out there in the garden. I love to garden. I love to be outside. I don't like the bitter cold though. I ain't as big as I used to be. I used to be 210 pounds, and now I'm like this frail little 160, maybe 155 pounds now. Plus, I want to finish my dinner. It's sitting behind me, homemade chicken salad, sandwiches, subs. Everyone's busy tonight. I get it. It's Saturday night. It's time to relax for a night, and I got tons of stuff to do. I also got to get finished getting my motions done because I got my notary of the public coming tomorrow to notarize them for me. Um, so once I get them completely done, then I can print them off tomorrow before she gets here. Hell yeah, Dalar. What's up, buddy? How you doing, man? So I did find quite a few things in the GAL's report that I just found like totally outlandish. Yeah, capital laws. Yeah. I forgot to put them in there. I should put them in there, huh? They are. That would make it even better, I think. Hold on, I'm responding to a message that uh Danielle put it the chat for me. She's trying to help me too with my motion. She just put one in that I was reading over. I'm gonna go jot this into there real quick because I want to look at what she drawn up so I can add to it. Because I'm backed by case law, so I do have case law. Um, and I got to make sure that it's down to at least 3 pages in that courtroom. So sorry about that, guys. Um, so anyways, as I was saying, I found stuff in the Guardian Net Lighting report that was very out there. From my 14-year-old daughter wants to be known as him, they, he, she, whatever, and that ain't the case from the kingship placement. What they told us, we took the screenshots of the conversation. Um, so we sent them into the attorneys. They haven't really commented on anything. My attorney, Richard, is not filing the dismissal. So now I'm going to do things on my own. I'm tired of attorneys telling me they're going to do one thing, then not do it. Especially after a civil rights attorney had typed up almost half of the dismissal and found workarounds for it and wasted her time. To me, that is frivolous. To make another person waste her time on something she worked so hard on is beyond me, especially a civil rights attorney. They know the Constitution. They know due process better than most of these CPS attorneys. So I'm kind of, that's why I'm doing this coming week, I'm doing my ACLU paperwork. My case management person, who is also happens to be a friend that I uh, went to school with in high school. Um, and it was coincidence that I got her, and we realized that we got to talking. And she's like, "I do know you." I was like, "Yeah, we went to high school together." And she's like, "You remember that?" I was like, "Oh yeah, I remember the cliques that were in school." And she was a part of the clique that I was a part of, which was the outcasts, the gothic type people that no one really paid us any mind. Because back then I used to wear tons of black. Tons of black. Black and blue were my colors. And I had my dog collar, which lo and behold, everybody, still have it right there. That's my collar. Now Herbert's trying to call me. Herbert, I'm on the show, buddy. I'm not going to answer my phone while I'm live. I find that to be really rude to my viewers. Sorry, Herbert. Um, but yeah, you guys, I just wanted to come on, do a quick show tonight. Kind of express to you guys what you really need to start digging in on. Um, Start pushing the word out there more and more and more about what's really going on, from child support to CPS. They're all connected. The judges get a kickback from child support. Um, and you can find it. It's out there. You just gotta trace your steps, trace their steps, trace back through the years, look at budgets. Um, they post it all out there. They do. Um, every caseworker's information is on a site called payroll. You have to do their exact name first and last. Do a search on them for DHHS, and you should find them, whether they're alphabetic order or not. They do have that too, but they have them for everybody. Yeah, yeah, I'm sure they're gonna hit my tax return, which is a good $10,000. They're gonna take that and then say, "Oh, well, you still owe 25,000," and I'm gonna say, "Excuse you? That ain't how this works here. You've been on my credit for how long now?" After it was ruled out that child support was fraud. I'm getting off here soon, Herbert, so don't even bother. I got some things to do and I want to eat my dinner. I ate half of it before the show, but I'm still hungry, so I want to eat and relax. He wasn't able to? Well, I don't think my link has changed there, buddy. Pretty sure it's been the same. Yeah, nope, hasn't changed. one bit. But I think I have to have Darren fix my show, because he's got to do my background. I tried to do my name and I couldn't fix my name either. So he's gonna have to fix the name of my show because I've tried to change it and I couldn't. But just so you guys can see, I'm gonna throw it up here for you guys in just a minute. Give me 1 second. This is gonna be my new background and the name of my new show. Vinny, the Freedom Fighter. So that is gonna be the new one. Darren put a lot of work into that for me, and I appreciate him for doing so. I paid over 2 years my child support, and they put on my record he paid nothing over 2 years. Can you explain that? Oh, they do that. They they like to hide what you're sending in. But I have found that if you get a receipt or you have it taken from your bank account or your check, it shows the deduction on the check. So I started having them take my child support from my check, so I had proof that they took the child support. Gotta be smart, man. Always get a receipt. Always. You always want a receipt. And when you send that child support in, always get it certified mail. So when they sign for it, you know they received it. And you can say, well, I have this slip right here, Your Honor, that says I paid my child support. You got to be smarter than these morons that run child support. Because the whole time they've been in my bank account, I've been screenshotting how long they've sat in my bank account for and what they put for underneath my bank account. In for collection. So, you know what I did? I stopped using my bank account. Cash is gold. But anyways, yeah, you guys, I think I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna go eat. Um, go work on my affidavit of truth. Get that started typed up. That's gonna take me a little bit because I'm doing it on a phone. And I got to make a phone call to Danielle to tell her what I'm kind of looking for, so she should that way she'll understand. Um, but I hope you guys check out tomorrow's show. We got Tiff and the Punisher, and hopefully Gabe Woolley will be joining them. I know they got a surprise for you guys this week. I think it's either gonna be Monday or Tuesday. They're supposed to have Connie on the show. So that's a good surprise for everybody. Um, and then we got gunning for CPS with Gunner and his wife. That will be really good. Gunner's always got some good knowledge, and his wife does an amazing job um, at explaining things to people on how to relax themselves and how to control um, how you're feeling. They're going to be getting into a lot of different shows here and there, so that's going to be really good for everybody. Um, they got some great information that's going to be coming forward soon. So with that said, I wish you guys all a great weekend. Stay safe and keep CPS out of your home without a warrant or court order. They do not have a right to enter your home unless they have a warrant or court order. If they don't let them in. You don't have to answer the door. You don't. You can act like you're not home and just not even fucking bother answering them. What are they going to do? Kick your door in? Well, you just threatened our lives. That's self-defense in that motion. So keep that in mind, guys. For now, this is CPS Victims Hunting Justice. CPS Talk with Vinny. I am out of here for the night. Have a great evening. God bless you. Stay safe. And I hope to see you the rest of the week and next Saturday. Have a good night, guys. Let me get this up. 1 second. There we go.
In the heart of our great nation, where the strength of our communities is built upon the foundation of strong and loving families, an urgent crisis is unfolding. Child Protective Services, CPS, an institution designed to safeguard our most vulnerable, has in many cases betrayed its noble mission. Too often, families are torn apart not by neglect or abuse, but by systemic failures and corruption. We can no longer stand idly by as these injustices continue. We are here to give a voice to those who have been isolated, to shine a light on the corruption, and to rally our fellow citizens in this critical fight for justice. Every day, countless families are caught in a web of bureaucracy and abuse of power, their lives disrupted and their bonds shattered. Children, who should be nurtured and protected, are instead placed in situations that can be just as, if not more, harmful than the circumstances from which they were taken. Parents, often bewildered and powerless, face insurmountable odds as they fight to reunite with their children. This is not the America we believe in. We cannot allow these injustices to persist. Our mission is to educate, to inform, and to inspire action. We promise to bring you daily updates on CPS, exposing the truth and fighting for reform. We must remember that the future of our nation depends on the strength and unity of our families. By standing together, we can hold CPS accountable and ensure that it fulfills its true purpose, protecting children and preserving families. This is a fight we must not and will not lose. We are committed to saving our families and securing a brighter future for all. The road ahead is challenging, but with your support, we can make a difference. Together, we will bring hope to those who have lost it and ensure that justice prevails. Let us unite with unwavering resolve and a sense of patriotic duty to safeguard the integrity of our families and the future of our nation.
Yeah, Vinny in the ring, gloves on ready to swing. CPS try to clip his wings, but he gon' sing. Dirt in the past, but he ain't looking back. Eyes on the prize, reclaim life off the track.
Laws entangled, he untwists each knot. Systems rigged, but he found the weak spot. Truth is a weapon, he stayed locked and loaded. Freedom on the horizon, fight never corroded.
I'm beating CPS down, taking my life back. Vinny on a mission, got no time for slack. Learning every step, uncovering the cracks. Victory in sight, there's no turning back. There's no turning back. In court, he spit truth. Fire in the eyes, judge caught in the flames. See through the lies, documented facts, no room to despise. Pushing push ahead, his heart's where freedom lies. Community rally, hear the war cry loud. Vinny lead the charge, make his fam proud. Battles are fought in the mind with no sound. Peace is the throne, he's the king unbound. For every tear shed, there's strength gained. Vinny rise stronger, now unchained. Each setback's fuel, destiny preordained. Freedom for his kids, life reframed.
Vinny on the mic, life in the vice, CPS tight, fighting through the nights, through the pain and the plight. Lost in the system, kids taken away, but he ain't giving up, fighting day by day. Courtroom's cold, but his heart fire bold. Every document, evidence, stories untold. Digging deep, unearthing all the mess. Knows he's getting closer, there's no time to rest. CPS won't break this man, fighting each day, got a bigger plan. Reclaiming his kids, dreams in his hand, battling for others strong like a brick wall stand. Every setback a setup for a comeback. Vinny stacking facts, ready for the attack. Discovering truths buried deep in the lies. Eyes on the prize, freedom in his eyes. Community's voice rising up, getting loud. Vinny leading the charge, making his folks proud. Taking down giants, carrying the fight. The light at the end now blindingly bright. For his kids, for his life, for the broken and lost. Vinny's resilient, no matter the cost. Breaking free from chains, reclaiming his dream. CPS trembling when Vinny hit the scene.